Good morning, everybody. How are you? We got a good day today. I got some DTFs to do and I got some DTG to do. Already turned on the heater for the big boy and already turned on the heater for the little boy right here. One client says, they messaged me and they said they wanted specifically DTFs from the Prestige R2 Pro. So I got this heating unit right here heating up. Actually, it's not on. Why is it not on? You know why it's not on? Because I gotta turn the main power on. Reading is fundamental. Let me turn off the purifier right now. Turn off the shaker. This is on. Don't know why that's on. Okay, gotta flip that switch right there. Turn that off. Okay, so yeah, we are good to go. And yeah, just let this heat up right here, and we'll send that to print in a second. But just get the file ready in the computer. The R2 Pro is not complicated to use at all. You just download your image into the software and send it to print. That's literally all you have to do. It's not complicated at all. In this instance, the customer for some reason did not upload an image, so I'm just gonna pick an image and I'm probably gonna send a couple of them and send them to the customer. So their main goal, Vince, and this is for you, Vince, his main goal was to test out the prints of the R2 Pro, and it is what it is. I mean, you guys can do that if you guys have no images that you have. Just purchase the $4 print and I'll just print up whatever I got and send it to you. Alright, so that's what Vince opted to do, I guess, because he did not upload an image. So I'm going to fulfill this order and fulfill that order, and then we're going to print some DTGs. The main thing with the R2 Pro is you want to make sure that the heater is heated up all the way before you start printing. Once it's heated up all the way before you start printing, as the prints go through and the powders go through, it's going to cure properly with no residue left on the film, and that's what you want to make sure. And you also want to sweep any excess powder, any extra powder off the plates before you start printing. This is what I mean by that right here. I got extra powder all on this plate right here, so I'm just getting it off, just clean up. You basically want to clean up your workspace and make sure everything is neat and tidy so you don't have any extra powder on the back of your film and stuff like that, because you want to give your customer a good experience. So get all the powder off this reel as well, and you should put on a mask when you're doing this, but I don't have on a mask because I know what I'm doing here, sort of. Yeah. So now I'm going to take this extra film that I have right here and I'm going to detach it from here, and I'm going to fish it all the way through the machine. Alright, and then I'm going to attach it to the film that's coming out of the machine. So, boom, I'm going to fish it underneath this little rod right here that keeps it going in the right position. Oh, wrong one. See? Attach the wrong one. Sheesh. Alright, underneath this little metal rod right here. Let me show you guys. See, there's a rod right here. I'm going underneath it, and then over top in here. But we gotta actually had to take it out. Did that all wrong. I had to go underneath these two wheels right here. It's not supposed to go underneath those two bars. It's supposed to go on top of those two bars right here, just like that. Over top of the two bars, then underneath this bar right here, right, and then up. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we go. Alright, see? Off the roll, underneath that, by the feeder, up top, right? Through here, underneath the little metal thing. Underneath the little metal thing, through the flanges, and then we tape it to here, to the other film. Alright? Let me get some tape real fast. So I'm just going to put a bunch of these images to print. I'm going to print about 10 of them because I believe some of you guys just wanted to see this thing printing in action. So I'm just going to let it print in action, and I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the other stuff that I have to do, and I'll do a little picture-in-picture for you guys. Alright, so let's put this thing to print. Now, I am going to have to come back and put this hood down, but for right now, let me just start this print and get this thing going. I'm going to press print right now, and then I'm going to continue on doing some other stuff. I got 11 of these set to print, so it's just processing right now. And it's going to start printing in a second. Alright, let me just let it print. Here we go. Oh, I was looking for this. Oh, too much in the corner. I'm going to stop this print real quick. It's too much in the corner. Alright, had to start over because my print was coming over too far over this side. So I had to, you should hit center before you send it to print. But let me send it to print again and we'll be good to go. Alright? Alright. It happens sometimes, guys. It happens sometimes. So I'm sending this one to print. Alright? So take 2. Here we go. Let me look. Now guys, it is time for me to feed this film through this unit right here, down, around, and up, and tape it to right here so I can start printing up this design right here for this client. It's going to be done in no time because this thing right here is a beast. What's going on? Still printing strong, still doing good, but we got some beeping going on, and what that is exactly is, that is because the white ink is running low. I know that for a fact. So I'm going to go back here and you guys can see my white ink is critically low. Alright, so what I have to do is I have to take some of the white ink that I purchased and put it inside this machine right here. So let me do this one. We are printing on the big boy. Man, it's going to be a huge gang sheet. Got to print up 3 of these. 3 of these. Alright, so right now I'm printing up some DTGs for a client that ordered this like quite some time ago. I should have been printing these up, and I apologize to you, sir, but they're going to be mailed out tomorrow morning. So let me tell you the dilemma I had. It wasn't really a dilemma, I just didn't have any ink in my DTG printer. And there's a reason why I didn't have any ink in my DTG printer, and I put cleaning solution inside of my DTG printer. And anybody that has had or has a DTG printer feels my pain. If you do not use this thing, it sucks ink. It recycles ink, it circulates ink, and it just gets rid of ink. And the ink for these DTG printers are by far the most expensive inks that you can purchase in the industry for any printer. Let me think about that. Yes, that is true. More expensive than DTF ink, and yeah, they're the most expensive inks that you can buy, next to white toner inks. But white toner inks last forever, so that's not even a comparison. So, with that being said, what I do typically, if I go for about a month or so without getting an order or without doing any DTG printing, I put cleaning solution in my DTG. And I put it to rest. I wet cap it, I put it to rest so that my printer doesn't get ruined, right? But I'm going to change that a little bit because I'm going to start printing on the regular to sell stuff to people outside in the public, right? It's just a tactic I have. I'm going to see if it works. It's an experiment that I'm going to be running. But it seems to me, it doesn't seem to me, it is actually a fact that I know the whole world is going crazy about DTF right now, but I'm going to tell you guys something that's going to be a little bit, might be a little bit controversial, but the reality is everybody wants the look of DTG, but they don't want to deal with the maintenance of the DTG machines. DTF is great, the quality is great, but the quality is not as good as DTG. I hope I said that right. DTF is great, the quality is great, but the quality of DTF is nowhere near as good as DTG machines. But the headache with DTG machines are the machines are just hard to maintain. They're just difficult to maintain. You gotta maintain them every day. It's always something that needs to be done. The print heads get clogged. By far the most easiest of any printer in the industry, so people try to like stay away from them and try to like utilize people like me who dare to venture down that path of owning a DTG printer, much less 2 DTG printers. DTG prints are done. You guys can see they look fantastic. Bunch of these ready to ship tomorrow morning. So excited this finally got done. This guy was been supposed to get his stuff, but like I said, I didn't have ink in my DTG printer, so just put ink in it. Just had to do some cleanings and stuff like that, and we're good to go. Package up and go. Then we did some of these. These were DTFs, front and back DTFs. That's done. Gotta put those with some hats, and that's gonna ship off probably in a few days, so that's done. Alright, so this is weird. It kind of didn't finish. Don't know why. Status on the screen it says idle. I have no idea why I didn't print out every single one. It says completed on the computer. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, I gotta let some of this down to let this go ahead and finish curing, but I have no idea what happened here. I have no clue why the last one did not print out. I'm totally lost for words, but we'll count how many did get done after I let all this cure and see what happened. Alright, we got a nice long gang sheet right here going in the mail to send off tomorrow early in the morning. And here are our prints from the Prestige R2 Pro. Let me put them on the floor so you can get a good look at them. So here they are. I'm not sure what happened or why it stopped, but it pretty much printed a lot of them, but didn't print all of them. I think, I could be wrong, I think I sent 10 to print, and it looks like it printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It could be possible that I only sent 8 to print and the 8th one stopped, or maybe I sent 10 to print and it stopped on 7.5, but I cut that one out. So I'm gonna send the customer 2 of these and 1 of something else. Actually, matter of fact, I'll send 1 of these and yeah, I'll just send 2 of these because these are from the Prestige R2 Pro, and that's the ones that he wanted to sample. So I'll send 2 of these to him. But yeah, guys, overall DTG is its own thing, and the machines are very finicky. DTF, especially the R2 Pro and the Ricoma 2402T, very, very easy machines to maintain. I know a lot of people, you guys been hearing that people are not having difficult times with their DTF printers, and rightfully so, because these 2 printers out of all the printers I've had are by far the most easiest to maintain. If you're thinking about getting into DTG and you're scared or a little intimidated by what you've heard about the maintenance and stuff like that, rightfully so. You definitely should be, because everything that you've heard about DTG, the maintenance, the heads getting clogged easily, everything is true. But one thing that people are not saying is that if you do the right maintenance, if you treat your machine a certain way, it takes a while to learn how your machine acts. It's not as hard after you get over that hurdle, but there are learning curves to temperatures and stuff like that. As far as like, just make sure, my biggest advice I can give you for a DTG printer is to make sure that your printer stays in a warm environment. Everybody will tell you about, the humidity has to be a certain amount and stuff like that, and just skip all that and just, in layman's terms, keep it real simple. The machine needs to be in a warm room. That room needs to stay warm all the time. All right. Now, how warm? I don't know. Summertime warm. I don't know. That's relative, but it varies from machine to machine. Maybe, I don't know. But I know how to treat my DTG machines. That's why I think I'm about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years in right now. I've had my DTG printer, and it's still running. Still running, guys. So a lot of stuff that you've heard, you can have hiccups with DTG as far as getting a bad printer and stuff going wrong with it. Sometimes you do get quirky messages, quirky weird messages. You get errors that you have to turn the machine off and turn it back on again. It's a quirky machine, but overall the prints that you get out of it, nothing can deliver that level of quality aside from screen printing. And in order to get what you can get out of a DTG printer, in order to get a screen printing system to perform like that, it's just way too tedious to do gradients and transparencies and learn how to do fades and multicolors and the amount of equipment that it takes to do all that. You can do with a DTG just like that with a DTG printer. So I'm a huge fan of DTG printers, but like I said, the maintenance, yes, it is everything that you would imagine and then some. But once you learn it, it's not that bad. So with all that being said, I really believe that in this industry, DTF is going crazy because it's the closest thing to having something that's DTG quality minus the maintenance. And everybody really wants the quality of a DTG printer. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll talk to you on the next video.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?